The United States regularly criticizes China's militarization of the South China Sea, which Washington sees as a way to establish its dominance. The U.S. slammed China for its escalation in the key global shipping route where Beijing is accused of deploying warships, arming outposts and ramming fishing vessels. Most recently, Vietnam voiced concerns on China's movements near Spratly Islands. Australia's Prime Minister on Friday urged nations in Asia to stand up for their independence and sovereignty, with tensions high in the disputed South China Sea where Beijing is under fire for increasingly bullish behavior. Morrison was speaking during a trip to Vietnam, one of China's most vocal critics over competing claims in the resource-rich sea. This developed as a Chinese survey ship seen sailing east of the Philippines earlier this month was spotted anew inside the country's exclusive economic zone. The Chinese oceanographic survey ship Zhangjian entered the Philippines' exclusive economic zone on August 20, a little north of Catanduanes, then moved southward along the country's eastern coastline, and as of Friday it was still within the exclusive economic zone off the coast of Samar Island. A Chinese survey ship has antagonized Hanoi since early July, sailing through waters near the Spratly Islands where Vietnam has several oil and gas projects. The United States sharpened its criticism of China's activities in disputed areas of the South China Sea. The U.S. said these actions were intended to coerce the countries to reject partnerships with foreign oil and gas firms, and to work only with China's state-owned enterprises. In recent weeks, China has taken a series of aggressive steps to interfere with ASEAN claimants' long-standing, well-established economic activities, State Department spokeswoman Morgan Ortagus said, referring to member states of the Association of Southeast Asian Nations. Earlier this month, a U.S. aircraft carrier sailed through the disputed South China Sea, in the latest show of America's military might amid new territorial flare-ups involving China and three rival claimant states. The U.S. military presence in South China Sea helps provide security and stability that foster diplomatic talks among rival claimant nations. He made the comment when asked what message the warship's presence was sending amid new tensions involving China and rival claimants Vietnam, Malaysia, and the Philippines over long-contested territories. The Association of Southeast Asian Nations, ASEAN, is scheduled to hold its first joint military exercise with the U.S. Navy on September 2 in the Gulf of Thailand, which is adjacent to the South China Sea. Although ASEAN has also held goodwill joint exercises with the Chinese Navy, the upcoming exercise is reportedly seen by members such as Vietnam and the Philippines as a message to China about the association's determination to protect freedom of navigation and the territorial claims of its membership. The U.S. has traditionally been the dominant naval power in Southeast Asia, and its re-engagement with the area comes as a deteriorating trade war with China threatens to engulf the global economy. This is the first time the 10-country ASEAN will be holding a joint exercise as a regional bloc with the U.S. Despite having conflicting interests with four Southeast Asian rival claimants over the South China Sea. Thank you.